Good morning, Sanijubarians! Today, let us witness the first virtual graduation rites and moving up ceremony of our learners as they successfully strengthen their quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic this school year 2020-2021. To formally start, let us all stand for the singing of our national anthem, to be followed by a prayer to be led by Shane Erica Buado with honors. And afterwards, the singing of the Region 1 hymn, La Union hymn, Luz du March, and Agoo hymn will follow. I am Ferdinand G. Dalaw, your virtual presenter.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Second Corinthians 9 verse 8. God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things may abound to every good work. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God of every abundant blessing, we rejoice in the achievements of this year's graduates. We celebrate your presence in our lives through the love and support of parents, siblings, partners, family, their friends, mentors, teachers, and other community partners. We are grateful for all who have made this moment possible. Support and strengthen us, the graduates, as we journey into unknown futures complicated by coronavirus. As we journey into these unprecedented times, may we know your guidance in our behavior. May we share in every good work which you have led us. In our concerns and fears, may we know your peace. In our faithful witness, may we know your steadfast love. Bless us and sustain us as we go forth, called to serve loved ones and the community in your mercy. This we pray in hope and thanksgiving in mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
And the rivers, through the breaks and winding trails, to the shores where breezes linger. That's the place I love so well. It's the home of men who loved her, men who died to keep us free, men who told no bad the weather, that we want will never be. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest home by far to me. From her care I learn my lessons, in her veils I work and play. She has kept me safe and happy as I live on day by day. From to other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest of my heart's me. Other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1! Gariking ka, ako iniinam naman. Ako, when nagbiag ka, babaeng di bendisyon di Diyos Ama. Lagiti anak mo itigon mong magsadagda, biyakin na yatday datong dakin ka. Ako, when nagbiag ka, babaeng di bendisyon di Diyos Ama. Lagiti anak mo itigon mong magsadagda, biyakin na yatday datong dakin ka. Ako, when nagbiag ka.
To continue on with our virtual program, let us listen to the messages of the following persons in particular order. First is our school head, Dr. Arlie E. Enriquez. Second is our public schools district supervisor, Dr. Marietta B. Villena. Third is our chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. German E. Flora. Fourth is our chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Emiliana M. Bawa. Fifth is our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Vivian Luz S. Pagatpatan. And last but not the least is our Municipal Mayor, Dr. Stephanie Ann Yang Ergel. Let us give them a virtual applause.
School year 2020-2021 was indeed a year it was for the Department of Education. All we thought, education would be suspended because of the non-attendance of the learners due to the threat of the deadly virus. We salute our Secretary, Honorable Lenore Briones, for successfully defending the would-be suspension of classes. This only proves that education indeed should continue even in times of war or even in times of pandemic. We commend our stakeholders, LGU officials, the parents, and other concerned individuals for taking part in the learning and education of our children. This only proves that all of us play an important role in shaping the minds of the youngs. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. To our untiring teachers who worked even beyond office hours in printing the modules, your sacrifice in the distribution and retrieval of the modules really define the life of being a teacher. To you, our dear learners, may you continue to strive more for your future. May you be inspired by your parents' love, support, and continuing efforts and industry in ensuring your bright future. Congratulations and Godspeed, Batch 2020-2021. Thank you.
My warm carpet of greetings and congratulations to all our La Union Schools Division Office frontliners under the baton of the most well-remembered Schools Division Superintendent, the brilliant attorney Donato de Valderas Jr. To the graduating learners, completers, academic awardees, school officials, staff, proud parents, and stakeholders for this 2020 and 2021 end of school year rites. This year has been a challenge, but you pushed through. What a year it has been. We know that your hearts break a little. You did your work hard and perseverance. Your proud parents, guardians did too. But you are not going to see yourself walk across the stage. You will hopefully be the one and only class that has to experience this style of graduation. Be proud of your struggles, your strength, and your story. I know how each graduates and completers feels completing another milestone in your lives, especially during these times when we are faced with making choices to be stronger every day. Hopefully, you will celebrate many times in the near future your memories with your classmates, with your graduating friends, by sharing your future experiences. Try not to allow this virus to stress and or depress you too much. Life will get back to normal again. We have to live smarter in our personal protection. Between now and when the time comes, you will get vaccinated to protect you so we don't suffer as much. Life is so precious, and now that you have the tools, the education, to even surpass your dreams and live a beautiful, amazing life. Continue to be the change for the better. You have officially graduated and completed all the necessary requirements despite in the midst of living through a pandemic. This is an amazing time. The entire world will remember you, graduates. My salute to all school heads and teachers, the unsung hero of the land. Your struggles have certainly built character and showcased your perseverance and determination for our learners. You have accomplished so much, coupled with our department's guiding principle and other stakeholders' support. Keep up your dedication and commitment for our learners, the future of our country. To you, our dear graduates and completers, please never forget the people, especially your parents, your guardians, your alma mater that shaped you to reach your goal. Stay connected, be grateful, and be thankful. My congratulations, graduates and completers. God bless and mabuhay.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. True enough with the lines of the poem penned by Etienne de Guelet that goes, I shall pass this way but once. Any good that I can do, let me do it now. Let me not defer nor neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. You did it amid the frightening threat of COVID-19 pandemic. The whole world is a witness of your triumph. Let this be a more reason to celebrate success with your family, relatives, and friends, and to be thankful too to the Lord Almighty for this great achievement. Your educational journey should not stop here. That dream will only become a reality if you continue to strive hard for it. Life must go on and on, even during these trying times. And as your teachers for a number of years have been there for you always, you will be meeting more of them to guide you even more until finally that dream is no longer a dream. It's what you aspired for with the grace of the Lord. Mabuhay and congratulations, Batch 2021.
Maraming bagay ang nagbago, kabilang ng sistema ng edukasyon sa bansa dahil sa COVID-19. Dahil ayaw ihinto ng kagawaran at ng pamahalaan ng pasukan, gumawa ito ng mga alternatibong paraan upang kahit papaano ay may matututuhan pa rin ang mga mag-aaral. Lahat ay nagsama-sama upang ang kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Sa ating napakatalinong ama at tagapamanihala ng La Union Schools Division Office, Attorney Donato D. Valderas Jr., ang napakabuting pangalawang tagapamanihala, Dr. Vivian Luz Pagatbakan, ang aking partner sa Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. German Flora, sa mga education supervisors, public schools district supervisors, specialists, school heads, teachers, at sa lahat ng magtatapos at mabibigyan ng parangal sa school year na to. Sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa edukasyon, isang mapagpalang araw. Labis akong nalulugod at nag-uumapawang tuwa sa aking puso dahil sa wakas, napagtagumpayan nating lahat ang mga hamon at pagsubok na dulot ng pandemya. Lahat nagsama-sama upang patatagin ang kalidad ng edukasyon, upang mabigyan ng magandang kinabukasan ang ating mga mag-aaral. Naging mahirap man ang biglaang transisyon, kinaya natin ito. Sa ating mga school heads na siyang nanguna sa paggabay sa mga guro, sa pagbibigay ng kalidad na pagtuturo, kahit napakahirap ang dinanas dahil sa biglaang sistema ng pagbibigay ng serbisyo sa mga mag-aaral. Salamat sa mga local government unit na tumulong at sa pamahalaan ng barangay na siyang nagsilbing tulay upang maging mas madali ang delivery system ng education. Napadali ang lahat para sa ating mga guro dahil nandiyan kayong tumulong. Salamat. Sa ibang stakeholders na nagbigay ng donasyong pinansyal, instructional materials, equipments at iba pang suporta. Salamat. Sa mga magulang na hindi sumuko sa mga hamon upang makatapos o makapagpatuloy ang kanilang mga anak sa kanilang pag-aaral. Salamat. Sa mga mag-aaral na hindi alintana ang banta na sakuna na dulot ng COVID-19 sa kagustuhan na makapagpatuloy sa kanilang pagtahak upang makamit ang tagumpay at upang makamtan ang kanilang inaasam-asam na pagtatapos. Binabati ko kayo sa inyong determinasyon. Dahil sa inyo, naging inspirado ang inyong mga guro sa kanilang pagtuturo at paggawa ng modules. Mabuhay kayo. At higit sa lahat, ang poong may kapal na siyang bumabay at nagbigay ng lakas ng loob upang magpatuloy kahit sa gitna ng pandemya. Salamat, Ama, sa pagpapala. Sadyang napakahusay po ang iyong mga plano dahil lahat nagsama-sama upang lalong patatagin ang kalidad ng edukasyon kahit pa sa gitna ng pandemya. Patuloy po sana mo kaming gabayan. Sa pagtatapos, patuloy po sana nating suportahan ang kaluwaran, ang pamahalaan, ang La Union Schools Division Office upang maging mas matatag po ang kinabukasan ng ating mga mag-aaral. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
This year's graduation has a story to tell. Forced by the call of the time, Graduation 2021 shall tell about the collective sacrifice and perseverance demanded from the parents, from the teachers, from the learners, from the Department of Education, as well as from the community. It is a story of responsibility shared and not to be forgotten. Never in recent history has a school calendar been strewn with so much difficulties piled upon difficulties. Never in recent memory has a school calendar been hit with so much hardships piled upon hardships. Complaints and difficulties never yet experienced were the order of the day. We took cognizance of this all. We ask you to trust the system. Together, we persevered. And today is yours. It is a journey to the stars through difficulties. Ad astra per aspera. And so, Your graduation story is an inspirational story. It is about achieving victory in the face of adversity. And while this may be your personal achievement, the bigger picture is it is a victory for all. To our 2021 graduates and completers, the parents, the teachers, our school leaders, our local government officials, and the entire community, congratulations! You deserve the stars. God bless.
On behalf of the municipal officials and the townspeople of Agao La Union, I send my warmest congratulations to the batch 2021 graduates and completers of Agao East and West. Our government actions to prevent COVID-19 spread has caused a disruption in the education sector, as well as anxiety and concern over how to pursue the curriculum amidst the pandemic. I am as heartbroken as you are that your final year in school and the multiple opportunities to celebrate your crowning achievements are being impacted by this global crisis. Let not COVID-19 dampen the joy and pride that must be yours. After going through grueling years, I congratulate the school administration for supporting the continuity of your quest for knowledge and wisdom. The laborious efforts of studying through your new classroom during the new normal has paid off. Graduates, the world is changing and we have to adapt to the changes, lest we lag behind. We must adapt to the changing world and yet cling to the unchanging values of life. To the proud parents as well as the PTA, I salute you for being supportive to our children's pursuit towards a better future. Mabuhay ang Batch 2021!
Now, let us witness our school head Dr. Arlie E. Enriquez as he presents our candidates for graduation and completers. The conferment and message of our school's division superintendent, Attorney Donato D. Balderas Jr. will follow after.
I, Arlie E. Enriquez, in my capacity as head teacher of Sanijubar Elementary School, acting under the mandate of RA 9155, otherwise known as Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, hereby recommends for your approval the graduation of 49 grade 6 candidates, of which 19 are males and 30 are females. I certify that they have satisfactorily passed and completed all the necessary requirements for the elementary schools as prescribed by the Department of Education, its obtaining orders, issuances, and policies on the matter, and RA 10533, otherwise known as an act enhancing the Philippine basic education system by strengthening its curriculum and increasing the number of years for basic education, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. I petition that their completion be approved and be declared graduates effective upon the day of their certificates are signed. I further pray that the rights and privileges appertaining thereto be conferred upon the same. I, Arlie E. Enriquez, in my capacity as head teacher of Sanijubar Elementary School, acting under the mandate of RA 9155, otherwise known as Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, hereby recommends for your approval the completion of 53 kindergarten candidates, of which 25 are males and 28 are females. I certify that they have satisfactorily passed and completed all the necessary requirements for the kindergarten as prescribed by the Department of Education, its obtaining orders, issuances and policies on the matter, and RA 10533, otherwise known as an Act enhancing the Philippine basic education system by strengthening its curriculum and increasing the number of years for basic education, appropriating funds therefor, and for other purposes. I petition that tertiary completion be approved and they be declared completers effective upon the day their certificates are signed. I further pray that the rights and privileges appertaining thereto be conferred upon the same.
Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 1, Division of La Union. Be it known by all, to the graduates and completers, by the power and authority vested in me by law and by the Department of Education, in my capacity as Schools Division Superintendent, La Union Schools Division, and acting upon the recommendation and petition of your principal or school head, that your graduation or completion in the respective ladder of our educational system be approved with the certification that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for completion and graduation as prescribed by law and by the Department of Education. I hereby affirm your completion or graduation and declare you graduates or completers in these very historic and challenging times of our educational journey, effective upon the signing of your diplomas and certificates by authorized officials. And therefore confer upon you all the rights and privileges appertaining and attached to your diplomas and certificates. My congratulations. Go forth and be the change agents and the salt that the world needs. Sumayin niyo po ang aking maalap at taus-pusong pagbati. Sa gitna ng isang krisis dulot ng pandemya, napagtagumpayan pa rin natin ang adhikaing maitaguyod ang layunin ng edukasyon para sa ating kabataan upang masiguro natin ang kanilang kaligtasan sa kamangmangan. Nagsama-sama po tayong lahat, mga pinuno ng mga paaralan, mga guro, mga magulang, mga lokal at nasyonal na opisyal ng gobyerno, at iba pang ahensya nito, mga pilantropo, mga ordinaryong tao, maging ang mga mismong mag-aaral. Tayong lahat ay nagkaisa upang isulong ang kalidad ng edukasyon sa lahat ng pamamaraan posible at kahit imposible na napatunayang posible din naman. Sama-sama nating ipinaglaban ang karapatan ng bawat bata na makapag-aral at hindi natin inalintana ang lahat ng balakid, bagkus lalong naging matatag sa bawat hamon na dulot ng kasalukuyang pangkalahatang problema sa kalusugan. Hindi rin po tayo pinabayaan ng pamahalaang lokal at nasyonal. Sa bawat programa nila, laging isa ang edukasyon sa mga prioridad. Marami ang naging leksyon, kalinangan at kasanayan, at sa gitna ng mga ito ay ang mga napag-alaman, mga nadiskubring mga epektibong pamamaraan. Natuto tayong gumalaw ng maingat at i-maximize kung ano ang oras, pagkakataon, at mga resources na meron tayo. Sa mga mag-aaral, natutong mag-aral sa kanilang sariling pamamaraan at naging responsable sila. Naging mabisang pagkakataon din ang mga pangyayaring ito upang lalong mapagtibay ang relasyon ng mga miyembro ng bawat pamilya, lalong-lalo na ang relasyon ng anak sa magulang o magulang sa anak. Ngayon, masasabi natin na sa kabila ng matinding agam-agam at mga haka-haka, tayong lahat ay nagtagumpay dahil tumayo tayo para sa edukasyon. Pinili nating maging proaktibo kaysa inaktibo. Pinili nating suungin ang pagsubok kaysa talunin tayo ng mga suliranin. At ngayon nga ay nagtagumpay tayo. Patunay nito na kayo ay nagsipagtapos o magsisipagtapos sa isang antas ng ating edukasyon. This is very historic and this marks a milestone in the colorful history of our educational system. And you, we, all of us are part of this. Salamat sa ating mga principals o school heads, mga guro at mga non-teaching personnel na sa konteksto ng school-based management na pangatawanan nila ang school leadership at its best and sense of ownership at its highest among all members of the school community, parents, and stakeholders. Truly, we won the battle in the war for education because we made school-based management at its finest. In closing, I say, in La Union Schools Division, excellence we profess, care we cultivate, love we share, kindness we embrace, humility we live. Mabuhay ang La Union Schools Division. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Mabuhay ang edukasyon.
Teachers, learners, and proud parents, this is now the moment we have been waiting for. The fruits of our labor, the awarding of medals, diplomas, and certificates. Let me present to you the graduates of Grade 6 Marcos with Mrs. Elisa Oularoco as their class advisor. Brennan J. Aspirin with honors. Shane Erica B. Buado with honors. Sophia Denise D. Garin with honors. Jamaica May C. Halog with honors. Krisa Catherine H. Rebolledo with honors. Jadelyn Kate L. Ventura with honors. Paul L.A. G. Bodilla. John Carlo F. Cabreros. Jarvis George B. Corpus. Abrel Melteo M. Doctolero. Sean Carl L. Hipol. Michael P. Milanes Jr. Renz Daniel E. Ofiaza. Ervin N. Ramos. Erwin N. Ramos. Louis John G. Rigacho. Jessalyn C. Arteliaga. Micaela B. Difonturum. Maureen B. La Chica, Sheila May D. Lopez, Marivic B. Matias, Micaela T. Ofiana, Marian D. Sanchez, Zyrel G. P. Soriano, Maria Sophia N. Vergara. Here are the graduates of Grade 6 Quezon with Mr. Lito D. Fontanilla Jr. as their class advisor. Carl Cedric G. Basalio, Angelo D. Bilen, Simon C. Cabrera, AJ Carl T. Dakanay, Ronel C. Fabricante, JR M. Fernandez, Lawrence A. Fortes, Santino B. Galban, Julius O. Halog, Alboy O. Harata, Samuel Lloren, Vincent D. Lopez, Angel Mac Nico P. Nunag, Jerome R. Ofiana, Kelvin Louis B. Ofilada, Mark John O. Valdez, Dayan C. Ancheta, Justin Lee B. Buado, Rachel Ann M. Fortes, Raylin P. Gavina, Camille R. Hakang, Carol R. Hakang, Tricia Gift S. Quiero, Belle O. Tavares. Congratulations, Grade 6 graduates! And here are the kindergarten completers with Mrs. Beverly G. Bodilla as their class advisor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the kindergarten completers for the school year 2020-2021, Ryan A. Alibayan, Nathaniel V. Buado, Caden C. Calimoso, Lester Jake L. Cariaga, Rafael James M. Doctolero, Rainiel Ken L. Dulay, John Lester B. Duca, Tony John C. Istorco, Travis John D. Fangonel, Darren Josh E. Fonseca, Zian Tyron V. Fontanilla, Juven Christian C. Fortes, Roberto F. Gavina Jr., Mark D. Halog, Miguel Rain B. Halog, John Carlo A. Jose, Christopher D. Liquanan Jr., Juvenel N. Manapat, Davidson C. Marinduque, Kian Kyrie D. Nidoy, Jam Ashton D. Ofiana, Crismar D. Ofilada, Ledsel E. Ordanza, Gabriel D. Parilla, and John Paul J. Regacho. Zaira May L. Aquino, Erica L. Buado, Kylie Sofia D. Buado, Shamara H. Buado, Irish Jean Gray A. Borja, Bianca George R. Bull, Trixie Asa E. Camacho, Jennifer V. Dizon, Jasher May L. Emperador, Melissa Jane C. Estipolar, Asaya C. Fronda, Chelsea B. Halog, Eliza K. N. Hakang, Divine Grace L. Llobrera, Kendra Liza B. Lozano, Denise Nicole E. Marcela, Genevieve O. Mendoza, Aliyah Jolen C. Milanes, Natalia Nicole Q. Norial, Renabella D. Ordanza, Kaniel Eliza Faith R. Paneda, Ella Moraine L. Peralta, Princess Maine S. Quero, Kate Julian B. Refuerzo, Francesca Antoinette P. Roy, Edson Elise B. Sotelo, Mary Joy G. Tambanilio, and Siren V. Vidal.
At this point in time, let us hear the response of the learners with their representative in the person of Sofia Denise D. Garin with honors. And afterwards, let us also hear the response of the parents to be represented by the PTA President, Mr. Erwin Bodilla.
It was January 30, 2020 when the COVID-19 hit our country. Due to the pandemic, there was a sudden shift in the way of living of Filipinos, one of which is the shift to distance learning. Although many were against it, we couldn't do anything when the face-to-face instruction was prohibited. Like everybody else, I was devoured by fear. A lot of questions clouded my mind. Kaya ko bang harapin ang panibagong pamamaraan ng pag-aaral? Kaya ko bang mag-aral sa kabila ng limitadong paggabay na maaari kong makuha sa aking mga guro dahil sa banta ng virus? Paano ko magagawa ang aking mga aralin dahil minsan ay tila kinakapos ako sa oras? It was really hard at the beginning, but despite of fear, I courageously faced the struggles brought about by the sudden shift to distance learning. I realized that if I would sacrifice my time and effort, I can cope with this new normal. Trials and tribulations should not be the reason for us to say no or never to do something. Rather, let us use this as an inspiration to do better. Let them strengthen our character. Fellow graduates, I am very proud to say that I did not give up. I continued to learn and discover new things despite of the sudden outburst of the COVID-19 pandemic. And as I deliver my speech today, I know that I'm not the only one that should be proud. Ako, ikaw, tayong lahat na magsisitapos ngayong taon ay nagtagumpay laban sa COVID-19. As we reap our fruits of our labor, let us celebrate and savor our success after this long year of struggle, learning at home, social deprivation, and pile of modules. Araw natin ito mga kaklase, ipagbunyi natin ang matagumpay nating pagtatapos at panibagong yugto ng ating buhay mag-aaral. And I hope that before we leave our beloved alma mater, Sanijubar Elementary School, which molded us to be good individual and prepared us for our next endeavor, Let us use this opportunity to express our gratitude to everyone who helped us in this journey. To our teachers for their immeasurable dedication, for giving us constant reminders and instructions. Thank you for imparting your skills and knowledge to us, for strengthening the quality of education amidst this COVID-19 pandemic. To our family, kay Lolo, Lola, Mama, Papa, Tito, Tita, Kuya at Ate, maraming salamat po dahil hindi nyo kami pinabayaan. Malayo man kayo o malapit ay nananatili pa din kayo sa paggabay sa aming pag-aaral. At higit sa lahat, maraming salamat sa buong may kapal na nagbibigay tibay, tatag at malusog na pangangatawan sa amin upang may pagpatuloy ang pag-aaral. To my fellow graduates, new adventures and experiences await us. Along the way, we may bump into a lot of trials, but certain beacons of light will definitely light our way and show us the right path to take. May we continue to make our alma mater proud. Thank you for the sweet memories we have shared together. Again, I would like to express my sincerest congratulations to all of you. Mabuhay!
Nabara pa nagkaplaw kada iti graduates nagturpus itatay ti pinagadal iti elementarya. Kastamat kada iti mamaestra nga naanos ang isagana kada iti modules ang may bunong kada iti anak. Gan kada iti padak naganak nga naanos anang tarabay kada iti anak da. Gan iti school head tayo nga naanos managayat ken managtulong kada tayo. Kada kayo amin na grade 6 graduates nagturpos itatangal daw. Congratulations. Itatangal daw ket isuti panagsasagrapyo iti bunga iti nagrigligatan nyo. Kastamat tan dagiti nagandakyo nga nang ted kadagiti kasapulan tayo tapno makaturpos kayo. Ket itultuloy yung arod iti kinasat yo iti pinagadal yo iti sumarno atukad iti sekundarya. On behalf of PTE officers headed by our school head, Sir Arley Enriquez, congratulations at mabuhay kayo.
We do not intend any copyright infringement on the use of the audio and video tracks in the creation of this video, and we acknowledge the original owners. In behalf of Sanijubar Elementary School family, headed by Dr. Arlie E. Enriquez, congratulations, Batch 2021 graduates and completers. This is your virtual presenter, Ferdinand G. Dalaw, now signing off.